Since the dawn of civilization, man is dependent upon nature for his survival. He has struggled hard and extracted materials from nature which could be processed into products. Welcome back, students. I am your SST teacher Vandana Joshi and you are watching SST June. Students, today we are going to revise our first chapter in geography, that is resources. Students, as you know that the extraction of the resources from our nature started from a very past time. So here we will see what are the resources, what is the origin of the word resources, and what are the different type of resources. So let's start our chapter. So students, if we talk about the term resources, it has been derived from the Latin language. The word is research, which means rise again, and another origin of the word is from French language. The word is research, which means relive. So the material or the matter which can be relive, renew, or re-rise again, that can be included into the natural resources. Classification of resources can be into three parts. These are the natural resources, human resources, and the man-made resources. So today we will discuss about the natural resources. So students, first we will see what are the natural resources. Air, water, sunlight, and these type of all the things which we can get from the natures, these all are coming into the natural resources. In other words, we can say the natural resources which can be occurred naturally without any human efforts, these all are considered as the natural resources. So if we talk about the classification of the natural resources also can be categorized into four parts. First of all, we will see what are the classification of the natural resources. The first one is on the basis of its origin. Second, on the basis of renewability. Third, on the basis of its distribution. The fourth is on the basis of development. So students, let's see the different type of classification and the sub-classification of these major classification. First of all, we will see the distribution of resources on the basis of its origin. On the basis of its origin, resources can be classified into two parts. One is biotic and second is abiotic. Biotic is considered as the living resources and abiotic is considered with the non-living resources. So let's see what are the biotic and abiotic resources. First, we will see the biotic resources. Students, the biotic resources are those resources which contain life. All the living things are biotic resources. For example, plants, animal, insects, and the human being. And if we talk about the abiotic resources are non-living things as they do not contain life. Water energy, solar energy, rocks, minerals, etc. are the example of abiotic resources. Second classification is on the basis of renewability. If we talk about on the basis of renewability, the resources can be classified into again two parts. These are the renewable and the non-renewable. Renewable resources are those resources, those are inexhaustible, and the non-renewable resources are those resources which can be exhausted easily and these can't be replenished again. So let's see what are the resources on the basis of renewability. First we will see the renewable resources. Students, the renewable resources are also known as the inexhaustible resources. Resources that can be renewed or replenished quickly, such as sunlight and forest, are the renewable sources. They are not exhausted by human activities or use. For example, trees in the forest are cut down and used for different purpose, but they can be grown so that they are renewable resources. Only care has to be taken that the rate of their consumption should not exceed the rate of renewability. Careless use of these resources can affect their stock. We can include the solar energy, wind, water, and these type of resources can be included in the renewable resources. If we talk about the non-renewable resources, these are also known as the exhaustible resources. Resources that are depleted and cannot develop quickly are known as the non-renewable resources. Their rate of formation is extremely slow. Once used, they cannot be replenished within a time frame meaningful to people. They are built over a very long geological time. There is no technology available to reproduce them again. All the minerals like coal, petroleum, natural gas, iron, etc. are non-renewable resources. On the basis of distribution, the resources can be divided into two parts. These are ubiquitous resources and the localized resources. So let's see what are the ubiquitous resources and the localized resources. So students, if we talk about the ubiquitous resources, those are found everywhere. For example, water, air, sun energy are known as the ubiquitous resources. And we talk about the localized resources. These are the resources which are found only in the selected area. These are actually minerals, materials which are used to man. For example, iron, copper, tin, silver, gold, etc. can be included in the localized resources. The distribution of natural resources mainly depends upon type of landforms, climate, and the altitude. So students, if we talk about the fourth classification of the natural resources, according to the fourth classification of the natural resources, that is known as the development, the resources can be classified into again two parts. These are the actual resources and the potential resources. So let's see what are the actual resources and the potential resources. Students, actual resources are those resources which have been surveyed and well estimated in terms of utilization with the available technology, whose quantity have been determined properly for actual use. The gold deposits of Ruhr and in the Germany, Damodar Valley coal fields are known as the actual resources. The quantity of these reserves are known, which means estimated, and these are being used at present. And second is potential resources. The resources which are found in a region but have not been put to a proper use at present are known as potential resources. However, these resources have the potential to be used in future, or say they could be exploited in future with advance in technology. As example, the tidal energy and many more are there which are known as the potential resources. So students, in today's revision video, we have seen the natural resources and the different type of classification of the natural resources. Students, in our next division video of this chapter, we will discuss about the human resources and the man-made resources. We will also discuss about the conservation of resources and the sustainable development, in which we will see the 5 principles of the sustainable development. So, for that, students, keep watching SST Zone.